Yo, we back up in this bitch. It's Main X Bang. Today we gonna be starting a new series where we talk about boxing. I don't know why, I just feel like it. First things first for this episode, I wanna talk about the champions, the current champions today. It is the 7th of August 2025. And I wanna talk about the current champions today. First things first, we got Usyk, right? Not really much to say about Usyk. He's cleaned out his division. He's beaten who he needs to beat. There's not really much. There's no one really else for him to compete against, you know. He's beaten everyone who it makes sense for him to beat already, so not much to say about Usyk. Now this is where I want to talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about Gilberto Ramirez, right? I watched his last fight, right? It honestly was not very exciting, you know? It was pretty lame, you know, like he didn't really look fast. He looked slow, he looked lazy, his boxing looked sloppy, looked like some guy from your local gym. So, but the guy he beat was even worse, you know, so like cruiserweight, I'm a bit sketched out by cruiserweight. I think Jai Opatai, if he wanted to, he could, you know, he could beat Gilberto Ramirez and he could beat Badou Jack. And even Badou Jack, he's good, he's decent, he's way better than, I mean, I don't know about way better, but he's better than Gilberto Ramirez, I think, skill wise. But not very exciting. Again, I watched his last fight live. It was not very exciting, you know. And there's Bivol. I think Bivol's a good champion. You know, obviously there's that fight with Bitterbeef, the third one that they had lined up, but I don't think it's gonna happen because Bitterbeef already got another opponent. I don't think Bivol needs that fight. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Bitterbeef beats him in the third one. I think Bivol beat him well enough in the second fight that I don't need to see the third fight. You know, Bitterbeef looked lazy in that shit. Benavidez and Bivol would be a great fight. You know, that's the only fight at light heavyweight that I would care about. I mean, also Benavidez and Bitterbeef, honestly, I'd care about that fight too. So, there's that. Then the most unnecessarily hated boxer there is Canelo. Don't need to say much about him, honestly. People hate him for no reason. They hate him because he's great. They're jealous of him. People love to bring up the Bivol loss. But let me know when another fighter his height moves up to 175. Let me know. I'll be here. Let me know when Crawford moves up to 175. Let me know when Shakur moves up to 175. Let me know when Jaron Ennis moves up to 75. I'll wait. At middleweight, we got Janibek. Now Janibek, he's not, you know, a star. Why? I'll tell you why. The reason Janibek is not really a star in boxing is because who the hell is he beating? He's 17-0. He's a world champion, but he ain't beating no one that, you know, has given him that superstardom. You know, like, yeah, he's beating undefeated good fighters, but you're not really a star until you beat someone that has fans. You gotta beat someone that has fans. Don't get me wrong. This is probably a good fighter, but he ain't got a set of fans behind him. Lara is old, you know, middleweight. Middleweight don't really got too much, you know. Adames is good, but this is good, you know. He has that one split decision to Hamza, which isn't bad. And he has one loss, but he's decent. He's a decent fighter. He just needs to beat someone that will give him that superstardom. But I mean, I don't think he needs it. I mean, he's a not like he's not really person that's looking for clout and shit, you know. Now in junior middleweight, I have a lot to say at junior middleweight. I'm sorry. Here we got Xander, bro. Xander Zayas, bro. I think Xander Zayas is probably the definition of carry to a title, bro. Like, I think is he on Top Rank? I think he's on Top Rank, bro. They fucking feed him nobodies, bro, and promote him like he's fucking pound for pound top fighters in the world, bro. Like, look, these are the ratings on Boxing Record, bro. On BoxRec, bro. Where is Xander at? Did I pass him? Oh yeah, right here. You gotta beat someone with their own set of fans, and I think he can. Like, that's the thing. I'm not even hating. I think he could easily beat. I think he can beat a lot of these guys, and it would give him much more credit. It would give him much more credit than beating fucking George Garcia Perez, bro. He ain't got fans behind them, bro. Like, look, Madrimov has a set of fans behind him just because he did good against Crawford. Just because he did decent against Virgil. I think Xander can beat a lot of these guys, and it would give him much more credit than beating fucking whoever the fuck he beat, bro. So that's enough of Xander. Here we have Bakram, bro. All I'm gonna say is that Tim Tszyu fight, bro. Bakram, bro. He showed that he can be the top pound for pound fighters in the world. I think he has hella potential after that Tim Tszyu. Like, the thing is, when the fuck was this fight, bro? This shit was in 2024, bro. We're halfway into 2025, and this fool hasn't fought yet, bro. He had the performance of his life against Tim Tszyu, bro. He fucked him up so bad. He showed that he is top fighter, bro. He is a top fighter, but he hasn't fought, bro. Where's he at? Can't fucking you can't have a performance like that and then just fucking disappear, bro. Come on. Crawford, again, not much to say about him. He's shown that he's probably the best fighter skill wise today. Fundora, I used to think Fundora was gonna be, you know, just beat Tim Tszyu with the head cut and that was it. But Fundora is good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Fundora is good, and it's gonna take a lot to beat him. Like, it's gonna take some skill to beat him because of his fucking reach, and he knows how to use it. And he showed that he has some power, bro, and he can take some punches. So I think Fundora is good. Is a good champion. Brian Norman, I think if he can beat Haney, he's a star. Bigger star than Xander. Bigger star than Xander just because he beat Haney. But that's all it takes. You don't need a bunch of fights. You need one fight, one big fight. Remember Kambosos when he beat Teofimo? He became a star in Australia. He became a star. Everyone in boxing knew his name. That's all it takes. One fight. One big fight. Ryan Norman, if he can beat Haney, he's a star. Jaron Ennis. Bro, this guy probably has the best record in boxing today apart from Crawford. And nobody knows who the fuck he is. Nobody. That's because he's fucking like Xander Zayas, bro. That's because he's like all the other guys. All these other guys like Janabek, bro. All these other guys like Zayas, bro. All these other guys, bro. Like Jaron Ennis, he could be a star, but he's not because he hasn't fought anyone worth making him a star. You need one person, bro. Teofimo Lopez. Oh wait, I skipped past Mario, bro. But why? Because Mario was fucking trash against Pacquiao. You know, he must have not been trying. He must have not been trying. I hope he was not trying, because if that was his performance, for real, I don't think he was trying though. I don't think he was trying. Teofimo. I think Teofimo is a good champion. I think he has the potential to become a star again. If he can beat Hitchens, if he can beat Keyshawn or Shakur, Teofimo Lopez is a star again, but he has to want it. He has to want it for real. Richard Hitchens, he's not a star right now. I mean, no, honestly, Richard Hitchens is a star for beating Kambosos. That's all you need, just a guy like Kambosos. Like, you don't need a big fucking Canelo Alvarez, bro. Like, you don't need a big star like that, bro. You don't need a fucking Crawford, bro. All you need is a Kambosos, bro. Richard Hitchens, bro. I think he has potential. I like the way he fights. He tore up Kambosos. I think he could beat maybe Keyshawn, bro. I think he could beat Keyshawn. And I think he has a chance to beat Teofimo as well. We'll see. Gary Antoine Russell. I like him. I think he's good. I think he's rugged. I respect that he beat freaking El Rayo, and El Rayo beat fucking Pitbull. That's all you need, bro. That's all you need. I think I respect him for that. I respect him for beating El Rayo. Obviously, we have the WBO belt that Keyshawn left. I don't know what Keyshawn was doing, but obviously can't say much about him. Except his last fight, he was low key tripping. I ain't gonna lie, he was low key tripping his last fight. I don't know what he was on, you know. I honestly thought Lamont Roach outboxed him in that fight. I think if they counted the knockdown, he would have lost. I think it should be one right here instead of right here. I think he got saved, I ain't gonna lie. But obviously he's a respectable champion. He's a star. He's a star. So I can't really say much about that loss. I mean, that draw. It wasn't a loss, it was a draw. Shakur. I respect Shakur. I think he's a star as well. He was losing his stardom. He was losing it after fighting fucking De Los Santos the way he did, and after fighting that electrician. But after that performance against Cepeda, Shakur is becoming a star. That's all you need. All you need is to be another fighter that has fans. All you need is to be another fighter that has fans. That's what Shakur did. Shakur beat another fighter, and he's done it multiple times. He's done it against Valdez. Shakur is a respectable champion. If he really wants to be a star, I think if he beats Tank, I think he would be a star, from like stardom right here to up here, bro. Like, it'd be crazy. Navarrete, I love seeing Navarrete fight. He's good and he's exciting. I think, yeah, he did get saved his last fight. But who cares? Lamont Roach, I think after that performance against Tank, bro, I think he has some like potential, bro. I ain't gonna lie. All he did was draw, and that made him a bigger star than a lot of these other guys, bro, who are champions, undefeated, and everything. I thought Stefan Fulton would have beat Inoue, but and honestly, that's Inoue's only win that makes him fucking respectable, bro. Like honestly, Inoue is not number one pound for pound. I'm sorry, bro. Like, he's good. He has a lot of skills, but he has one win over a guy that over another high level opponent, like high level opponent, like with fans. That's a low key a star, and that's it, bro. Donaire was how old? How old was Donaire when fucking Inoue fought him? Bro, like, Inoue fights nobodies, bro. Like, if he went up and he faced one of these guys and beat him, bro, it would make him, like, it would give him some way better stardom. I mean, he's already a star, obviously, in Japan. But people around the world, it's a select few that like him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I do not understand why Nakatani. Real quick. Nakatani number 7, right? Who exactly has Nakatani beat that puts him above Canelo, Shakur, and Benavidez? Real quick. Who the fuck has Nakatani beat that puts him above Canelo, Shakur, and Benavidez is all I want to know. Some lists have him above Crawford and Bivol. I'm not even lying. Some lists genuinely have him above Crawford and Bivol. Let alone these guys. Who is he beat, bro? Like, they hype this guy up so much. Every single place puts him high pound for pound. Well, who's he beat though, bro? Like, these guys ain't exciting like that, bro. Junior lightweight and up is where it gets good. And that's it. That's all I got for this video.